10 parts already. Hi everyone, it's me Gaming Do, and today, welcome to part 10. Yeah guys, part 10 of 20 questions. I can't believe it either. We have been doing 10 of these already. And for those who are not very familiar with my 20 questions series, it's basically 20 random questions I pick to let you know a little more about me. And I do these a few times a year or so, and it's time now. And sorry if you hear traffic in the background. I probably explained this many times in my videos, but whenever I go to my dad's place, we live by a busy street, so I can't really help the traffic noise in the background. So if you hear something, like somehow you hear like a siren or something, it'll go away pretty quickly. But let's not focus on that, and let's focus on the questions. Number 1, what is your overall opinion on Loud House Season 5? It's okay. I don't hate it, but admittedly so, it is the season that made me realize the show is going downhill. 100%. And I was in denial with Season 4, even though that was kind of the season that was truly the start of the Loud House going downhill. At first, I was thinking Season 5 was better than Season 4. But, unpopular opinion, guys, I think Season 5 might be the worst season of the show so far. There is just so freaking much focus on episodes with, like, Lincoln and his friends and, like, oh my god. Some of the sisters haven't even gotten an episode yet this season. I don't know if you'd count Silence of the Luanns, but we haven't gotten a Lily episode yet this season, as far as I know. But we are getting one later this month, finally, but it took them almost a year to get a Lily episode. Meanwhile, we get 100,000 Lynn episodes, 100,000 Lincoln and his friends episodes, and 100,000 Lisa episodes. But we can't get one measly Lily episode, or we can't get a variety of, like, we gotten a couple Lucy episodes, but I think we should get maybe one or two more. And as much as I like her, I think Lola's gotten a little too much attention this month. Or, what am I saying? This season. I don't think there's been any Loud House episodes this month. Well, there'll be the movie later this month, which I'm going to do a review on, but yeah. What I'm trying to say is that I don't know. I'd probably put Season 5 and 4 to about equal quality. And I hate to say it, I can't guarantee I'm going to be watching this show forever. Probably I'm going to stick around to the end of Season 5, but once Season 6 comes along and it's just the same old quality, I'm probably going to quit the show. But does that mean I'm going to quit Loud House on YouTube? Well, yeah. I'm sorry I made it seem like a little bit to get your hopes up. I was kind of just kidding, but I mean, if I quit Loud House, I'm probably not going to do anything on YouTube or Deviantart or something like that. It's going to be the end for me. Not right now, but maybe when Season 6 comes along and it's not an improvement over Seasons 4 and 5, I'm probably going to quit the show. Because I can't take this lack of variety anymore. It's just the same characters, and those episodes themselves are not that good anymore. They're very, very, very immature. They're a lot more immature than the episodes from the first 3 seasons, in my opinion. I came at just around the end of the really good era of the Loud House, which I think was season 3. Sure, Yoshi Player might not have said it's that good, but I consider it the last good season of the show. And yeah, I think Loud House Season 5 has some good episodes, such as Camped and Kernel of Truth, as much as that's a Lincoln and his friends episode. But for the most part, this season has been lacking variety, mainly in my opinion, and a lot of its episodes are boring. Number 2, do you play Geo Guesser? Watch my previous video to get your answer. Yes, I do play Geo Guesser, and until yesterday, I played only the United States maps. Yesterday, for the first time, I played an international map. I played on the Africa map, and I was shocked when I got most of them pretty correct. Because right now, first of all, this should be not a surprise to anyone that I'm a big geography nerd. I kind of admitted it in my last video, but I'm starting to move away from a little bit of the U.S. geography studying, and I'm starting to go a little more international now, and right now I'm currently studying Africa. Kind of one, because it's the first in alphabetical order for all the continents in the world, and second, because overall I think it's probably the most interesting. And yes, I do play GeoGuessr, and there will be more parts on YouTube, so if you look forward to that, thank you, I appreciate it, but I'm sure it's not going to be my most popular series on YouTube. Number 3, why did JD Plush return? JD Plush returned for the main reason that Woody Season 2 was not going very well. Admittedly so, in my opinion, I'm not a huge fan of spin-offs that much. Primary example is SpongeBob with Camp Coral and the Patrick Star Show. I've only seen the Patrick Star Show's first episode. I've seen nothing from Camp Coral, and I haven't seen the rest of the Patrick Star Show. It's interesting to say the least, but I know I'm not going to like it, so I didn't watch the rest of the Patrick Star Show. And that's why I kind of ended Woody and went back to JD Plush. The reason why I brought it back from the dead, though, is because I got a few more ideas. Whenever I get ideas, I sort of decide to cancel my plans of canceling JD Plush, and then I bring it back. This week, depending on how busy I am, because yes, guys, I am getting a little bit busier in my life lately, so I can't guarantee this will come out this week, but I hope it does. That will be the 3rd episode of Season 6, titled Woody's Movie. And it is going to be funny, because I have been preparing for this video for over a month. This was actually intended to be the 2nd episode of Season 2. Or, what the fuck am I saying? I think I did have an idea like this around Seasons 2 or 3 or so, but this was intended to be the 2nd episode of Season 6. But I left my camera at my dad's place, and I filmed JD Plush over at my mom's place. So, yeah, because I did that, I had to make up a new plan, and then I got some neat fossils from my grandfather. They're really neat, actually. I love them. I have them on display in my room and everything. But, I got some fossils from my grandfather, and then I ultimately decided, yeah, let's do something with these fossils. So I decided on the idea of Mario selling Woody's fossils to get a new smartwatch. And that's how we got the episode sold. And basically, that's about it for the reason why JD Plush returned. Number 4, how's 2021 so far? Oh, this is going to be a spicy question. I like it more than 2020, but it's not an absolutely huge improvement. We're going on the world, I feel the same way too, but in my personal life, it's not that much of an improvement. Here's the thing. For my personal life, January, February, and April seem to be the highlights of the year so far, while the rest of the months seem to have just pretty much, I don't know how you put it. I've been having a few problems with this year, and one kind of major problem, but nothing that bad. There was the warning. Here comes the siren. I'm sorry, guys, but I can't just move away or anything. Get 'em, coppers! No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So, I'm not gonna get into any of what the personal reasons are, but to say the least, 2021 hasn't been the best year of my life so far. But it certainly hasn't been the worst. I think it is a pretty big improvement over 2020. Number 5. Have you been back to the movies since the pandemic? Why, yes I have. But only once. Last week or last Saturday, July 31st, I finally went back to the movie theater to go see this very, probably pretty unknown film called The Green Knight. It's an A24 film, and both my mom and stepfather wanted to go see it, so I went with them to see it, and it's a very well-made film, but holy crap was it confusing. And, I did that same, tri-state road trip that I did in my, antique shop video. And I went to a movie theater in Pennsylvania to go see it, and it is an awesome theater because they got reclining seats. Oh, that was an awesome experience. The screen wasn't the best, but the chairs pretty much made up for it. So yes, I have been back to the movies since the pandemic. Number 6. Who's your favorite live-action Spider-Man? My favorite live-action Spider-Man, you ready for this, guys? I think my favorite live-action Spider-Man is all of them. Yes, guys. I pretty much put Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland to an equal panel. I find them all equal. Let's just put it like that. I like Tobey Maguire for the pure storytelling of his films. I think he's probably the most well-written character out of all 3 of the Spider-Men. So, for the writing, I would go with Tobey Maguire. For Andrew Garfield, I would go with the action is the best in his films. I just love the fight scenes in his films, even in Amazing Spider-Man 2. I just love the fight scenes and kind of the style of the fighting in those films. And Tom Holland is my favorite also because of relatability. I was right around his age in these films. So when Peter Parker was going to high school in these films, so was I. And it was very relatable. Homecoming and Far From Home. Homecoming more than Far From Home was more relatable, but I believe we were both sophomores when this film came out, and yeah, I would pick Tobey for the writing, stories, and just the overall character. I would pick Andrew for the action and Tom for the relatability. So I like them pretty much equally, but if I absolutely had to pick one, probably Tobey Maguire. Because he does have some relatability and his action scenes are awesome too. Just maybe not quite to the level of Holland and Garfield. But I would probably pick Tobey Maguire. 7. When will the next JD Plush episode come out? I don't know. I'm hoping this week, but I am going to the fair this week, and I am going to a party later this week. I think I am, at least. I thought that's what my mom told me. But yeah, if I have free time, Woody's movie will come out this week. But if I don't, I'm sorry. It's not going to. That is the same thing for my next Loud House review, which I said was going to be schooled, but I have to prepare for that video a lot, so I don't know if that's going to come out either. And it's going to be Sleuth or Consequences, if it does. I don't know if it's coming out this week. We'll see. We'll see how busy I am. Number 8. What is your most anticipated film for the rest of 2021? Going back to Spider-Man, it's easily Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, not even close. Like, my second place is going to be Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and then my third place is probably the Loud House movie. But the possibility of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield coming back to have all 3 Spider-Man in one film is just going to be, oh my god. I might have possibly been more excited for this than I was for Avengers Endgame. And that's saying a lot, because I was so freaking pumped for Avengers Endgame when it came out. I'm probably even more pumped for Spider-Man No Way Home because of these rumors. I think they're true, because according to a lot of the rumors, they've been like seen on set and stuff like that, and Alfred Molina and Jamie Foxx are coming back as their respective villains, so I think it's happening. And if that's the case, holy freaking crap, this movie is going to be incredible. I hope. I hope this movie is incredible, but I can't guarantee it will be. But it probably will be pretty damn great. Number 9. What countries would you like to visit? In particular, if I had to pick like 5 countries I'd like to visit in the world, I think I would go with Japan, Australia, Egypt, South Africa, and Italy. Just something strikes me as being... I have a lot of interest in these countries. For Japan, it's just the culture and the cities and how high-tech it is. It's freaking awesome. For Australia, it's somewhere I've wanted to go for such a long time. That's probably my number 1. But I don't know, because pretty damn close second, if it is South Africa. I just love to go to Kruger National Park and see all the African animals in person, like the elephants and the lions and the Cape buffalo and the zebra and the giraffe. Seeing African animals alive in person in the wild would be freaking awesome, and you can definitely see that in South Africa. Egypt is just because pretty much out of any of the landmarks in the world, I want to see the Egyptian ones the most. I really want to see the pyramids. I want to see the Sphinx. That would be awesome. And Italy is probably my favorite country in Europe. Just the culture of it interests me the most. And I really like the food. I really like Italian food, and I bet you it's like 100,000 times better in Italy. So, those are probably my top 5 countries I'd love to go to the most. And, yeah, I hope before my life ends I get to go to all 5 of those countries. Number 10. What is your favorite JD Plush character? Or who? I should have said who. Who is your favorite JD Plush character? You already know who it is. Pretty easily, it's Woody. The reason why it's Woody is because he's just such a wacky character, even compared to most of them. A lot of the JD Plush characters are wacky, but Woody is super freaking wacky. Just constantly having stupid ideas. He has a thick southern accent, even though he's from Wyoming. And I mainly did that because cowboys are generally known to have that thick accent. At least I think they are. I don't know about like the Wyoming cowboys, but Wyoming is known as the cowboy state, so that's sort of why I gave Woody that accent. And Woody is pretty damn easily my favorite character, also because he just has the best episodes. We got Rich Woody, Woody's dog, Rich Woody 2, just so Sonic Fast, Woody Moves In, Woody's Play. A lot of the Woody episodes in JD Plush are my personal favorites. I think my all-time favorite is the original Rich Woody, probably honestly followed closely by Woody Goes to the Dentist, which is my favorite recent video of JD Plush. Probably in the past 2 years, it's my favorite video of JD Plush, though I don't know. Probably not as good as Mario Goes to DC, but out of all the videos from seasons 4, 5, and 6, it's probably my favorite video of that era so far. So that's why Woody is my favorite JD Plush character. Number 11, do you have your tonsils out? Why, yes I do. I got them out almost 10 years ago. I think it was like something like September 23rd or September 24th of 2011. If you didn't know, when I was a kid, I had a lot of throat problems. I would constantly get strep throat and my tonsils would constantly get infected. So eventually the doctor said that it's probably time for me to get my tonsils out, and then I did, and it sucked. It was extremely painful. Probably the worst pain of my entire life, right behind something that is, okay, I'll say it. I don't think we're all adults here, but I think we're mature enough to talk about this without getting too grossed out. I got an infection on my big toe one time, and let's just say I had to drain it, and it was gross and painful at the same time. It was horrible. And but I do think getting my tonsils out was worse. They took a part of my body out, so that was probably obviously worse, and it was the worst pain of my entire life. But also, one time, I got my freaking finger caught in a car door. That was probably the third worst pain of my life. But, back to the questions of, do you have your tonsils out? Yes, I do, and it was not fun. But I'm glad I got them out because I don't get sore throats nearly as often as I used to. 12. Are you getting new pets soon? Soon might be an understatement, but I'm revealing this right now. Yes, I am. I am getting a new pet pretty soon. And if you look at the bottom right there, yes, guys, I'm getting another corgi. Actually, I'm getting another corgi from the same breeder I got Willow from. So that means I'm going to have to go to Connecticut to get this new dog, and I'm super excited. I love corgis, and having a second corgi is just going to be awesome. But it's also for a little bit of a sad reason, because if you guys didn't know, Clover, or Husky Puppy, is 14 now, and Scrappy is 13, so they're elderly dogs, and it really pains me to say this, but I don't know how much longer they're going to have, so for the off chance that they go very soon, we're going to get a new dog to sort of make up for it. And the fact that when they go, Willow is going to be... Willow wants somebody to go to the bathroom with her, which is kind of embarrassing for her, I guess, but she usually wants like a dog partner to go to the bathroom with her. And Abby, really, we had to beg Abby to go to the bathroom outside sometimes, so we want to give her a little partner to go out with her, and that's another reason why we're getting another corgi. But just, I'm so excited. I'm excited to have another puppy again. That's gonna be awesome and adorable. But they won't replace Willow. I'll still give Willow lots of attention, but yeah. Number 13. What is your favorite film of 2021 so far? My favorite film of 2021 so far is a film I just saw recently. I know I talked about seeing The Green Knight, but this is the most recent film I've seen, and it became my favorite film of the year so far. The Suicide Squad. Wow, this film was so good. And I know I said I loved the original film in 2016, but mark my words, I was a stupid kid back then. That film is not very good. Especially compared to how freaking fun and action-packed and awesome this original film was. Or this film was. I don't know why I'm sort of... I got up pretty recently, so I'm not as clear-minded as I would be probably later in the day, but we're very far into the video, so we're going to continue this. Yeah, my favorite film of 2021 so far is pretty damn easily The Suicide Squad. Just the characters were so much fun. The story was actually really good. It had a couple good dramatic scenes. This film was just my favorite DC film since The Dark Knight Rises. I loved this film. The only other film that I think I loved this year is called The Mitchells vs. the Machines, and I probably barely loved that film. It was great and very fun, but it had a few problems, in my opinion. The Suicide Squad has almost no problems. This film is awesome, and it might be dethroned by one of the MCU films. I'm gonna spoil it. I haven't even seen Black Widow yet. Wait, isn't it gonna be free on Disney Plus, like, really soon? I should watch that then. I haven't even seen Black Widow yet. But I highly doubt it's gonna beat the Suicide Squad. SpiderMan might, or Venom might, but I don't think Venom's going to, but Spider-Man might. And, yeah, The Suicide Squad is pretty easily my favorite film of 2021 so far. Number 14, what do you look forward to in 2022? I'm going to say it right now. It's a little too late for me to get my driver's license in 2021 because I haven't even taken my written test yet. Because the DMV, let's just say, is freaking insane. I don't think anybody can disagree with that. The DMV is just an overcrowded place, and during the days of COVID, even though things have calmed down, it's one of the places I'm the least looking forward to, because if I go there and fail my written test again, it was all for nothing. I had to wait like an hour in a freaking ginormous line just to not pass. So that's a little bit of my fear. But I have been studying a lot lately, so I think I am ultimately going to pass this time. And then it's time to get driving. I can't wait to drive. 2022, my biggest goal is to learn to drive. Because I want to drive myself places eventually in my life, and it's going to be awesome to have. I can't guarantee I'm going to get a car in 2022, but probably within the next 3 to 5 years I'll have my own car, and I'm excited for that. So, 2022, I'm looking forward to that. A girlfriend is possible, but not guaranteed. I was thinking about possibly looking to get one in 2022 or try to. But if other things get in the way and I can't really have the time for that, then it will probably almost definitely be 2023, but I don't know. I'm not in a super huge rush to get a girlfriend right now, if I'm being brutally honest. Also, I'm looking forward to some of the movies, like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and Thor Love and Thunder. 2022 seems like it's going to be a pretty good year. Probably better than both 2020 and 2021. And, yeah, I'm really looking forward to 2022. I do honestly think it's going to be the best year since 2019. I think 2022 is going to be the first year that's kind of comparable to 2019. Which was, in my opinion, the last, really good year before things went to crap, kind of. And then 2020 was a pretty bad year, both personally and, for the world for me. And 2021 has been an improvement, but not a humongous improvement. I think 2022 is going to be a humongous improvement. So I am looking forward to 2022. 15. Why don't you use DeviantArt that often? It's a combination of some things. One, I'm not an artist. I can't draw worth my life. I like looking at art, and I like favoriting stuff on there, but that's mostly what I'm there for. And I don't even do that often because, in my opinion, DeviantArt is a pretty toxic place. It's not quite the Loud House Amino toxic, but it's a pretty toxic place in my opinion. So, I don't use DeviantArt that often because of how toxic it is and the fact that I'm not an artist and I don't really like to upload on there that often. So, it's nowhere near my favorite social media platform, not even close. And it's not a good place in my opinion. So I still have my account. I have all my social media accounts that I've signed up for, but while I probably use it the second most, I don't use it nearly as much as I use YouTube. 16. What's your favorite animation studio? This one's a little hard, but I ultimately went with one that was kind of obvious. It's Pixar. Pixar has made maybe 2 or 3 bad films in their entire run, and maybe 5 or 6 that aren't that good. The other films are incredible. I'll start with The Incredibles, because it's incredible. Toy Story, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4. All 4 Toy Stories are amazing films. Finding Nemo, Monsters, Inc., Inside Out. Coco. What else? Ratatouille, WALL-E, Up. All awesome films. Now, the reason why I don't say Disney is because I probably haven't even seen a quarter of Disney's films, admittedly. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I'm a huge animation fan, but I haven't even seen a quarter of Disney's films. I haven't seen films like Cinderella or No, I saw The Jungle Book once. I haven't seen films like The Aristocats. There's a lot of Disney films I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen Moana. I haven't seen Big Hero 6. There's a lot of regular Disney films I haven't seen yet. Well, I've seen every single Pixar film to date so far. And, yeah, for the most part, they're an absolutely, astoundingly amazing company. With the exception of films like Cars 2 and The Good Dinosaur. Number 17. What other cartoons do you watch outside of Loud House? A lot, actually. Well, not that much. Not as much as some other animation fans, but I watch, when I'm in the mood, I watch the first 4 seasons of SpongeBob. Because I kind of classify SpongeBob Season 4 into kind of the classic era, because there's a lot of really good episodes that season. I watch South Park probably the most, probably even more than The Loud House. I watch Family Guy sometimes, I watch The Simpsons, and as of recently, I've been watching a little bit of The Owl House, and while it's probably not my favorite cartoon of all time, it is pretty damn good so far. So, those are pretty much the cartoons I watch outside of Loud House, and I'll probably watch some more in the future sometime. Number 18, do you like cats or dogs more? Dogs. Oh my god, my voice cracked for a second there. But yeah, the answer is dogs. I just feel more of a companionship with dogs. I've had 2 cats in my life, but I was never really close with them. With dogs, pretty much every dog I've ever had I've been super close with. Even my grandparents' dog I was super close with. Dogs are called man's best friend for a reason. And I love all of my dogs pretty much equally. And the what am I? Darn it. I know getting my new dog is going to be one of the most anticipated things of 2021, but the thing is, it could be a 2022 thing because we're on a wait list right now. So, yeah, I definitely like dogs more than cats. Way more. But if I saw a cat and it was a friendly cat at like somebody's house that I knew, I'd pet it and I'd think it's cute, but dogs are man's best friend for a reason. 19. What do you want to major in college? I don't know. For one, I highly doubt that I'm going back to college this fall because the big reason why is because I need even more of a break from what happened last fall. And 2 is because I don't quite know what I want to major yet. I want to go back when I know what I want to major. I think I want to do like environmental studies or something like that. And if not, I'd probably put a second place to culinary, but I don't know 100%. So that's why my answer is honestly, I don't know. 20. What is your favorite social media platform? This is the last question, and it's right here on YouTube. While YouTube has had some tough times with COPPA and apparently the CEO is supposed to be absolutely horrible and is like blocking a lot of famous YouTubers' videos, and a lot of channels are going downhill because of these restrictions and stuff like that, and I'm starting to realize that. It's ridiculous. But for what good it has, I think is the best social media platform out there. I've just grown so much on here, and my videos are practically memories now, my older videos, and I don't have any big memories with stuff like DeviantArt or Instagram or Twitter and stuff like that. So that's why I think YouTube has been and always will be my favorite social media platform. So that's going to be about it, guys. Holy crap, this video is 40 minutes long. I hope you like this part of 20 questions. We will be back with 20 questions part 11 in either October, November, or December, I think. Probably November, I'd say. And yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. Gaming Do here. See you later. Bye.